Hello, my name is Emem, and today we're going to look at maths. We're going to look at a past GCSE style question, and this is a non-calculated question, and let's just read it through together. Okay, so ABC is an isosceles triangle. All lengths are in kilometers. AC is equal to 5x, and BC is equal to 8. The perimeter of this triangle is 118 kilometers. Find the value of x. So today the theme is we're looking at algebra, and so we're also looking at the perimeter of a triangle. Now this question is 4 marks, but we're going to break it down slowly so that you know how to get all the marks and you know how to do it for the next question. So first, when we look at the question, we know some information, but not all of it. So let's just write down what we know. We know that the perimeter of a triangle is the same thing as AC plus BC plus AB for these sides right here. And if I was to just type this out in a line, we know that AC plus BC plus AB is the same thing as the perimeter of that triangle. And so we know some of the information in this line already. So we know what AC is because they gave it to us. So we know that AC is 5x. And we know that BC is 8. And we're still not quite sure on AB, but we can get to that later. And we know that the perimeter is 118 kilometers. Now, from the diagram, you can see that AC is the same as AB because it is an isosceles triangle. So when you have that line there, it means that they're both the same length. And so if we just write down on the side, we know that AC is the same thing as AB. Does that make sense? So therefore, we know that AC, which is already given to us, 5x, is the same thing as AB, which is also 5x. So if we were to rewrite this line, we can just say 5x plus 8 plus, we know it's 5x, is the same thing to 118. Now, we have two 5x's on one side. What we can do is now simplify this line. So we want to collect all of the like numbers, or all of the like figures. So 5x plus 5x is going to be 10x. So we've got 10x plus 8 is equal to 118. But now we want to solve for x. The question is showing us find the value of x over here. We don't want to miss the mark or miss the question. So we basically want x on its own on one side, and then the answer of x on the other side. And to get x on its own, we have to make sure that we do the same action, whether it's plus, minus, divide, or times, to both sides. So we've got 10x as its own figure, but we've got the 8 on this side as well. So we want to remove the 8 from both sides so that it's equal. So if we just put on the side minus 8 from both sides, what this equation now becomes is 10x is equal to 108 minus 8, which is the same thing as 10x is equal to 110. And now we want x just by itself. We've got 10x, but we want just the value of x. So you need to do something to both sides of the equation. To get the 10 away from the x, you have to divide by 10 on both sides. So if I just put that to the side, divide by 10 on both sides. So now you've got x is equal to 110 now divided by 10 that we've had on both sides. So you've got the x on its own and we've got the value almost on its own. So now if I just move the board a little, we still need to find the value for x. We haven't got that yet. So we know that x is equal to 110 divided by 10, which gives you 11. And that would be the answer of the question. Now, there are 4 marks to this question. The first mark that you'll get would be over here when you're setting up the equation, because it shows that even though you don't know what the answer is, you're still putting all of the building blocks together, and this will count as a mark. So just know that if you don't know anything, just write something down on the paper. It could still be a mark for you. The next mark will be for collecting everything so that you get 10x plus 8 is equal to 118. Just showing that you know that AC is the same thing as AB because it is an isosceles triangle. And the next mark will now be for trying to get x on its own. So you know that you're trying to find the value of x. So you would now do the same thing to both sides to make sure that x is on its own. And now the fourth mark will be for just getting the correct answer, which is x is equal to 11. And does that make sense? If it doesn't make sense, tell me which step in the way. Thank you very much.